Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, and Sony have joined forces with 31 other corporations to establish the Metaverse Standards Forum. The discussion board intends to focus on practical, action-oriented activities such as implementation prototypes, hackathons, plugfests, and open-source tools to accelerate requirement testing and adoption while developing consistent vocabulary and deployment points. Many analysts believe that forming this alliance is a step in the right direction for the metaverse. They see it as the final puzzle for digital world developers. In today's video, we'll look at what this alliance implies for the metaverse and its creators. First, consider a close alliance and how it played out in the digital universe. South Korea became the first prominent participant in the metaverse frenzy when 17 of the country's industrial heavyweights allied. According to market analysts, the metaverse will be the next phase in the growth of the internet. The Ministry of Science and ICT effort will aim to create a shared virtual area where users may interact with one another using digital avatars. The coalition comprises primary cellular carrier SK Telecom, industry organizations such as the Korea Mobile Internet Business Association, and vehicle manufacturer Hyundai Motor. The partnership will work together to build ethical and cultural principles, share information on technological trends, and start cooperative metaverse development initiatives. You might be wondering what Hyundai might offer to the South Korean Metaverse Coalition. However, Hyundai is not the only automaker experimenting with virtual reality. For example, BMW is creating a factory's digital twin using Nvidia's metaverse platform Omniverse. A digital twin is an electronic replica of a real object, system, or process. This advantage is that the automaker can evaluate changes and alterations to its manufacturing lines in the early phases of planning before investing in the building. Other possible applications include employing augmented or virtual reality to go to new places. Hopefully they'll be accepted better than Mark Zuckerberg's weird virtual tour of Puerto Rico in 2017 to promote Facebook's social VR tool Spaces. Given that Puerto Rico was amid a terrible natural disaster at the time, some dubbed the Facebook founder's digital vacation disaster tourism. Aside from tone-deaf PR stunts, global data analysts predict a boom in activity and investment in metaverse technology in the coming years. The South Korean Metaverse Coalition appears to back them up. Outside of gaming, the metaverse is becoming increasingly appealing. With over 200 million users worldwide, Naver Z Corporation Zepeto is presently the top metaverse platform in South Korea, with 90% of users logging in from outside South Korea. Popular companies like Nike, Gucci, and Ralph Lauren have built virtual boutiques with Zepeto to offer their digital items. Users may also create and market their things with Zepeto Studio. It just stated that it would include games directly competing with Roblox. The popularity of the platform is significant to the K-pop business. BTS successfully premiered their new single Dynamite on Fortnite in 2020, and other K-pop artists such as Blackpink are engaging with their fans using metaverse platforms such as Zepeto. In 2020, YG Entertainment and Big Hit Entertainment, now under Hybe, announced a 12 billion won, about $10.4 million, investment in Zepeto. Let's look at what the Metaverse Alliance means for Sand and Mana. Since this announcement, the value of the Sandbox's Sand tokens has increased by 47%. Furthermore, Decentraland's Mana has risen by 23% since June 21st. Simply said, cryptocurrencies have made significant growth in recent days. A 5-day narrative. Sand had an index value of $0.86 before the announcement of the launch of the Metaverse Requirements Discussion Board. Following the news, the value increased by more than 45% to $1.28 at the time of writing. During the same period, the altcoin's market value increased from $1.08 billion to $1.61 billion. Furthermore, merchants gained from the growing worth on the back of a 76% increase in purchasing and selling volume between June 25th and 26th. Furthermore, after the release on June 21st, the Relative Power Index, or RSI, and Cash Stream Index, or MFI, for Sand have continuously tilted toward overbought territory. At the time of writing, the RSI and MFI were at 58.93 and 72.73 respectively, indicating a significant bullish bias. Furthermore, simple histograms have been observed on the MACD since June 21st, marking the end of a bull cycle. Mana, on the other hand, traded at $0.82 before the announcement on June 21st. Nonetheless, the token's value increased gradually by 23% to $1.01 at press time. The market capitalization increased, rising from $1.52 billion to $1.87 billion. Mana's RSI and MFI also adopted a northward path, climbing the charts. On-chain analysis. Despite the increase in value between June 22nd and June 26th, sentiment demonstrated that all alts had a progressive reduction in daily active addresses. On June 26th, the index for the number of different addresses involved in SAND transactions per day was 351. It had a surplus of 1,213 5 days before June 26th. Similarly, Mana's daily active addresses on the network dropped by 73% in just 5 days. Furthermore, each alt's transaction volume decreased after June 21st. At the time of writing, the transaction quantity for SAND was 21.13 million, representing a 105% decrease in 5 days. The same was true for Mana, which fell 182% during the same period. What does the Standard Forum imply for the entire digital universe? As technology advances, the Web3 revolution has swept the globe by storm. The Web3 process allows technologies like Bitcoin, blockchain, non-fungible tokens or NFTs, and Metaverse to exist and thrive. Many brands are becoming interested in the Metaverse. Augmented and virtual reality have risen to prominence as consumers seek a more immersive experience. Metaverse is a three-dimensional network of virtual worlds that may be accessed using augmented reality and virtual reality. The Metaverse Standards Forum seeks to facilitate consensus-based cooperation across disparate standard development groups and enterprises. It'll also establish and coordinate needs and goals for Metaverse standards, expediting their availability and eliminating industry duplication. There are several Metaverse players in the area. Players such as Decentraland and Sandbox have achieved enormous success in the field, while others like Trace, Network, OneRare, and others are progressively emerging to compete on a worldwide scale. The forum will likely include 3D graphics, avatars, privacy, geospatial systems, networking, visual positioning service or VPS, extended reality or XR, user experience or UX, financial transactions, IoT and digital twins, and other topics. The Metaverse Standards Initiative has been launched. However, we must await the conclusion of the standards. Will a central body arise in the Metaverse spectrum similar to the World Wide Web, or will the outcome be radically different from being seen? What effect will this forum have on the digital universe? Will this bring sanctity to the Metaverse, or will it be another initiative with a little contribution? Let us know what you think in the comments. If you loved this video, please like it and subscribe to this channel for more.